Okay, good day everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube session, weekly outlook for the week, for the last week of January. Today is 27th January. And do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. With that, I think we move on to our analysis. Okay, the the key data that is going to be out this week is I think there's a couple of data that is to be taken note. And today I think we have from the US new home sales, and today is Aussie bank holiday as well, and also we have a ECB president giving a talk, and German IFO business climate. Then early in the morning tomorrow we have SNB chairman going to give a talk, and tomorrow we have from the US core durable goods orders, and also from the US CB consumer confidence and Richmond manufacturing index. Then on Wednesday we have Australian CPI. Okay, that is also a key data which we have to pay attention to. That is out, and we have a bank China holiday. I think this Chinese New Year is coming, so I think there's a couple of countries on holidays on Wednesday. And also we have Wednesday we have a BOE governor giving a talk, and also we have a Canadian interest rate. Okay, and the forecast is they are expected to cut rate by 0.25%, and we also have a BOC press conference and crude oil inventories. So overall, I think we have to pay attention to Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, I think the data is expected slightly better, so the one we have to pay attention, and also Canadian dollars, which is the rate announcement for this week. The next Thursday early in the morning, okay, we also have a federal funds rate announcement, which is also forecast is they expected to maintain the rate, and we also followed by we have a FOMC statement and FOMC press conference. Then Thursday evening we have euro dollar. Okay, that is also they are expected to cut rate. Forecast is by 0.25%. So then we have advanced GDP from the US and unemployment claims from the US, and we followed by the ECB press conference and pending home sales. So which means to say that the Canadian dollars and euro dollar, okay, are expected to be weaker, because they are cutting rate. Okay, so that is something to consider this week. So the next thing is we look for the Friday. We have a Canadian GDP and from the US core PCE price index and employment cost index, and followed by the Chicago PMI. So overall, I think for this week, if everything goes as planned, okay, meaning that like Canadian they cut rate, and euro they cut rate, and the US they maintain the rate, I think the trend should be moving accordingly. But on the other hand, if any surprises, then we may get some shocks and some catalyst for a turn or something. So we got to pay close attention to all these data, so at least we can be in the right track. So let's start off with euro dollar for this week. Okay, since the euro dollar they are expected to cut rate, so we are expecting some weakness, okay, until the data is out. So we are, and the weakness has already started today. So what we should be expecting is, like for instance, if you see the trend directions on the hourly, Okay, on the hourly, this is pointing down because we have two consecutive down close, which means to say that the market may have topped and the price is going down. Then on the daily and weekly, this is flat with an upside bias, which means to say that okay, this downside move should be limited to 10410 or somewhere in between 10265 and 10410. So that should be your target or reference level. So as of now, what we feel is okay, this is we are going to go for a sell and hold and a cautious sell, okay, for the euro. If you're going for a buy, then of course it has to be on the range bottom, that means either the hourly range bottom or daily range bottom. That should be a game plan. So now if you look into the PT zones, okay, PT zones are saying that we are seeing some weakness on the weekly, and but on the monthly we have two buying strong force, two forces buying quarterly also, which means to say that the downside should be limited, and we believe that we should not see the price going below 410 or maximum 340, which is your previous month low. So we should be paying attention to these two levels. That means if you are going for a buy, we try to buy near 410 or 340. So these are the two levels, and expect to take profit within the high, because market is expecting to cut rate from the euro, because there is a rate differentials which might lead to uh, the weakness on the euro. So let's start off with this. Then I think since we are doing a weekly market outlook, we'll just pay attention to the weekly and the daily rather than the short term. Okay, let's move on to the chart. So if you look into the chart, okay, if you look into the chart, right now this is we are seeing this market consolidating. So let's start off with weekly first. Okay, weekly. Okay, so if you look into the weekly, most likely, we may have seen the bottom on the week, or we may see one final push to the low, okay, which either way is possible. But the key reference level we need to pay attention is 10355 and 10265. So as long as these two levels holds, okay, we expect the price to turn up and test this high, and of course test towards 10630. So this should be your plan based on the weekly. And when we look into the daily, I think it's crystal clear that the market has already turned up on the daily. So which means to say we should not see the price going below 410, 370 or 360, 340. So these are the key levels to pay attention. So how we can play this game? Okay, we are going to go for a sell beginning of the week. Then until that euro dollar data is out, which is on Thursday, so we are going to hold sell and try to go for a sell, and we should be looking to buy and hold near 370 or 340. That should be our game plan for this week. So with that, I think we have generated the call. Okay, now we are going for a cautious buy. This is a half lot at 440 and exit at 480. Then we are going to go for a sell at 490 and 450, and this is one lot. Okay, this is one lot, this is half lot. And on the weekly we are trying to buy, daily we are trying to buy at 10410, which is another 50 pips lower. Or we can go for a sell and hold, okay, which we have not given because the market has already moved. So we are trying to get into the scalping trade. Then as of for the weekly, we are trying to buy at 10360. So that is also this we are going to go for a buy and hold, and the TP is 480. So overall, I think the trend directions market has already made a low, so we should be looking to buy and hold and cautious sell. So let's move on to the next cross. Okay, the next cross, when we look into the pound, okay, the system, the trend, what the system is saying is a cautious sell on the hourly. Okay, cautious sell on the hourly or sell and hold. And the levels which we are paying attention as of now is 12440 and 12485. So that means we should be holding sell below 12485. Expect the low to break, and we should be going for a buy. Okay, the buying level should be near 12345 or somewhere in between 12160 and 12340. So that should be our buying level, because there is a strong support on the strong support on the daily and weekly. So again, so when we look into the pound, uh, pound is a bit stronger than compared to the daily, and since the interest rate differentials are still supporting the pound, I think it would be a safe buy to go for a buy and hold for pound than euro, because of the rate announcement. Then again, the levels which we are going to pay attention is daily is 12345. That should be our focus. As long as the price doesn't break that level, we should be looking to go for a buy and hold near that level. And if we are selling, then we got to exit before this level. So that gives us a clue that both sides we got to get ourselves prepared. So when we go into the dashboard, okay, again, this is a similar situation. Your weekly high is 12485, previous day high is 12505, and current day is same as the previous current week high. So we expect to get the market move down a bit, then eventually turn up. Okay, so that is the signals we are getting from the system. So like, when we look into the chart, okay, we pay attention to the weekly. Okay, weekly, looking at the chart, looks like we may have seen the low, because this is showing higher lows, and this is a shooting star, you call it, with the confirmation that this market has already seen the low. So expect this high to break, then any pullback should be limited. Okay, limited to 12305. Early on was the system says 12345. So anywhere between 12345, 12305, we should be looking to go for a buy. So if you look on the 6-hour chart, so this is just merely a correction on the I wouldn't say correction, it's just a congestion on the 6 hours. So either we should be looking to buy at 124 or extension of this level, which is 12360 or 12340. So these are the buy and hold levels. Then either we should be exiting before 12470 or 12505, but eventually we should be expecting the high to be broken, because this is the interest differentials are still supporting the pound, and we should see the price heading north. Okay, so with that, I think if we have looked at it, okay, we are trying to buy at 124, which is 5 o'clock. Okay, which means say, I think this one, I think we can extend it to maybe 7-8 o'clock, because it's about 50 pips away. Okay, so most likely, okay, we should be seeing this price hitting maybe before maybe what we can do is we'll try to put it until the next time belt, then later on we revise again. Okay, because if we can get it cheaper, I think why not? Okay, so this is one trade which we have decided based on the price action, and we also have a sell at 12475 and exiting before 12430, and this is one lot, and this is 5 o'clock expiry time. So next, I think we are trying to go for a 12360. Remember, I looked at the system. The system says 12345, and also the chart also said 12360. So we are trying to go for a buy and exit before 12460, because we might not know whether that is going to be the low, or we may get one more drop. So then we also have a buy at 12340. Okay, so that is also, I think, is a valid call. So we should be paying attention to 12340 and 12360 for a buy and hold on the pound dollar. Okay, let's move on to the dollar yen. Okay, the dollar yen right now, morning it was a sell, and we were trying to buy, but I think we couldn't get the price. So now it's moving up. So now I think we should be going for a buy. So as far as the dollar yen is concerned, so if you look at for the last couple of weeks, okay, this has been in a flat for the couple of weeks, which means to say that this is going to be a range play, and we don't expect a very big move happening. And we also have for the past 2 days also in a range. Okay, the range between 154.85 and 156.75. So we should be trading within these levels if we are going to trade this. So in fact, today's a low was, I think, 155.30. So right now I think it's already broke that 155.85 heading north, which was as expected. And let's see how we can trade this by looking at the chart. So when we go into the chart on dollar yen, okay, this clearly telling us on the daily this is stuck in a congestion for the past 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So this is going to be in a range. So if we are selling, we try to sell near this 56.50 or 56.70. If you're buying, then we should be buying at 55, near 55 level, and that should be our trade plan. Okay, so since this is consolidating or in a congestion, expect this high to break before the market really starts to turn down, which we feel that, okay, we should not see the price heading to beyond 57.50 or 57.90 for this week. Then eventually this market should turn down. Okay, so with that, I think we have generated a buy call at 55.40 and exit before. I think right now this is already hitting our target, so I think we have missed that entry. And we also have a buy at 55.20 and 55.60. Okay, this is a momentum trade which we were trying to do, but I think we didn't get this order filled, so we missed it, so we got to go. So the next entry would be to go for a sell. Okay, I think we are trying to sell on the swing trading at 57.35. So we can also try to sell near 56.50 or 56.70, but just give me a minute. Yeah, about 56.50. Okay, 56.50. Then we should be exiting at 55, 85 or 90. So what we can do is we can go for one more trade on the dollar yen, and this one we will try to sell at 15650, 580, and 155, 85 or 90. Okay, and this one I think we'll go for a half lot and we'll give a longer time. Okay, that means we are going to give for until the next time. But so because since we are going for a half lot, let's try to cash that move. And once we have cash, and if let's say the market is going up, maybe we may need to slightly adjust the levels a bit. Otherwise, we can still get that order filled. Okay, the next trade we are going to look for is dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss, this is in congestion on the 2 hours, 6 hours, daily, all, so expect this market to be in a very tight range. And moreover, I think tomorrow morning, Swiss National Bank is the SNB chairman is going to give a talk. So take that into mind. So at least then we play a cautious game until he gives us a further clues. So now the range we are going to trade is looking for is trade between 90, your 360 low is 9025, 120 is 45. So maybe between 9025 and 9075, or even slightly higher, which is below 9155. That is your daily critical high. Okay. So we try to sell near this high 91.55. If we go for a buy, then we got to exit before that, and we should be buying near 90.45, 90.35. That should be our trade setup. Okay, let's see what is the chart is saying, the confirmation for that trade. So if you look onto the weekly, okay, weekly chart is telling us that this we are seeing lower highs and confirmation that the market may have seen the top. So this high should not go beyond 91.55. So that should be our clue. So we should be looking to sell and hold near 91.55. Then buy, cautious buy, that means buy and exit, a quick exit before 91.55. Okay, so let's see what chart, what trade we have given. So we are trying to go for a buy at 45, exit before 85, and this one is we have given until 4. Okay, maybe we can give another 1-2 hours, that means until the extension of this time, because this market is dead quiet and not moving that aggressive as we expect. Okay, then the next one is we also have a buy at 90.25, exit before 91, and this is a one lot and expiry until the next two time belt. Then finally we have a sell call on the swing at 91.35. Remember, we should be holding sell near or below 91.55. I think this is a valid call with the price target of 90.30, and this is also one lot, and this is expiry until end of the week. Okay, let's move on to the next currency. Okay, the next currency we are going to see is Aussie dollar. Okay, the trend, what does the Aussie says is today is Aussie bank holiday. Okay, take note of that. Then we have this Aussie on the 2 hours. This is flat with the downside view. On the 6 hours, this is flat with the downside view. Daily is flat with an upside view. Weekly is flat with an upside view, which means to say that this downward move should be limited to the daily low, which is 62.80, or your 360 low, and if it breaks, then we might see just an extension of that 6280, and we should be turning up before 6190. So that should be a, a game plan for this currency. Okay, let's see the chart for clues and confirmation. So if you look into the chart on the weekly, I think we have already seen the base. So we have a lowest low, higher lows on both sides with the confirmation, and the market has made a bottom. So if we are seeing this price pullback, we should not see the price going beyond 6250 or extension of this level, which is 6220, and definitely for sure we should see the price going beyond 6185 or 90. So we can take our stop loss to be somewhere near 6185, and we go for a buy and hold, and make sure that we exit before this high, which is 6320, or if this high breaks, then we can see an extension of this level to be seen. Okay, so with that, I think we have generated a, a sell call on the scalping, which is 6315, and right now the market is trading at 6290, and exit before 6280. Then we have a buy call at 62 half, stop at 6220, TP at 6320, and this one lot expiry until the second time belt. And we also have a buy call at 6215. Remember 6185 90, I told you that should be our reference level or stop loss, and that is where we put in, and we try to exit before 6310. Okay, so I think this is also a valid call. Okay, let's move on to the next currency. Okay, dollar CAD. Okay, the dollar CAD, the trend is right now, this is on the hourly flat with an upside view. Your 360 is flat with an upside view. Daily is flat with a downside view. Weekly flat with an upside view. So we are getting a mixed signals. So, but as of the range, we can take your 360 range, which is 14365 and 14405. So if 14405 breaks, we may see the price pushing higher, and if 14365 breaks, then we should see the price moving towards 14260. Okay, so I think 460, or we also have a 120 support at 14335. So these are the next key levels for us to pay attention. So the next, when we look into the chart, sorry, this is Canadian. Okay, when we look into the chart, okay, your weekly, okay, weekly is saying that most likely, okay, we may have seen the top, but since Canadian the data is, they are cutting, expected to cut interest rate. So the difference between Canadian and US would be at least 1.5%. So which means to say that if you hold dollar, you gain swap points. If you sell dollar against Canadian dollars, you have to pay swap points. So if you look into the daily, chances are this might be the high. Okay, if not, then we should see the price breaking towards 146.20 and 146.80. So this should be our plan. That means either this might be the high. If this is the high, this low has to break. Otherwise, this is in a congestion. Expect this high to break and push it higher one more time. But since the Canadian interest rate is down, we got to be a bit careful and at the same time try to hold the dollar against Canadian dollars. Okay. Okay, we don't see much. Okay, so we are trying to buy dollars CAD at 143.60 and exit before 144.05. Market looks very quiet and expiry this is 5 o'clock, so maybe we might want to extend it to 6:30. That means we just extend another 1.5 hours for that order to get filled. Okay, the next we also have a buy call at 143.40, exit before 144.30, and we have a sell call at 145.05, exit 43.30. But this is again, like as I said, this chart is a bit tricky, and we may have seen the high, or we may get one more spike up before we see the high. Okay, so that's the thing we have to pay attention to and get ourselves registered in mind. Okay, let's move on to the next currency. Okay, the next currency we are looking at is New Zealand dollar. Okay, the New Zealand dollar on the hourly, this is flat with the downside view. 2 hours on the 6 hours is flat with the downside view. Daily is flat with an upside view. Weekly is flat with an upside view. So overall, I think the key level we need to pay attention is 56.70, which is your daily low. And if it breaks, then we might see an extension towards 55.80, and we should see the price turning up before these levels. So as of now, this is congestion and consolidating, so we expect this market to be sold and try to enter at better levels for a buy and hold. So if you look into the chart, okay, so on the chart we are seeing inverted hammer with the confirmation that the low is seen. So most likely this market pullback should be limited to either 56.50 or 55.80. Anywhere before that, this market should be turning. So most likely is 56.50 or 56.20 should be your buying levels. So if we buy and hold or cautious buy with the current high as our target, 57.10. So with that, we are going for a sell. Okay, we are going for a sell at 57. This is a sell and exit before 56.75, and buy, we are trying to buy at 56.35 and 56.05. So these are the buy and hold levels. That means once that order is reached, the price reached that level, expect this market to get a pause or expect this market to turn up. So either one is possible because the market has already made a low and we are expecting the price to push higher. Okay, the next cross we are going to look at is Sing Dollar. Sing Dollar, the trend on the hourly, okay, 2 hours is flat with an upside view, 6 hours is flat with an upside view, daily is flat with a downside view, weekly is flat with a downside view. Of course, we got to look at the weekly, daily, and weekly view to get the clear directions or a clear game plan. Okay, so the range we are looking at is on the 6 hours is between 13460 and 13490, and your 3490, I think this is market is testing now. Most likely you should break. If it breaks, then you should be turning down before 13580. So that is the only clue we have. So even though the market is going up, we should see the market turning down at or before 13580. So let's confirm it with the chart. So looking at the chart, okay, this is also giving us a confirmation of a top. Okay, this is a range top, and market has made a high. So expect this market to come off, okay, pull down and come off lower. Okay, so how far it can go, this is a weekly chart. Expect this low to break. If it breaks, then we should see the price heading towards 33.25. Okay, so this should be your target before this we get any pullback that's happening on the market. So here, if you look on the 6 hours, okay, right now this looks like it's getting a temporary base, and we should see the price heading and should not go above 3580. Okay, maybe we should be seeing the price pushing towards 3540. Sorry. So 3540 or max 35 half, and then market should be turning down again. Okay, so this is what we expect. So let's see what okay, we're trying to buy at 3460, exit before 3505. Right now is 87, and expiry, this is 5 o'clock, so let it work as it is. And we are trying to sell at 35.45. This is one lot. Okay, sell and hold. Exit before 34.10. And we also try to sell at 135.85, which is a weekly signal or swing trading signal. Okay. Let's move on to the next final instrument, which is gold. Okay, gold on the hourly. Okay, on the hourly, in fact, your 360 is down. Okay, 360 is down, and on the hourly, the 2 hours, this is flat with a downside view, and on the daily, this is flat with an upside view. Weekly, this is flat with an upside view. So the key levels to pay attention is 2753 half. Okay, that is your daily critical low. If it breaks, then we may see the price in extension. Otherwise, this might hold and it can be in a range. Okay, so either the 5-3 half breaks, or if that holds, then this would be in a congestion before the next leg out, next leg down, or next move. So with that, if let's say we see the chart, okay, we see the chart looking at the weekly. Okay, weekly, this is a strong up, and we should see the 2724 benchmark. That means, we should see that price holding, and for sure we should not see the price going below this 2689. Okay, and expect this high to break and this high to break. If it breaks, then we can see the price heading north. So now if we look into the daily, so really daily, if it's a congestion, then this 2753 half might hold. Okay, so next, if we are seeing an extension, that means the correction is stronger than expected, then we should see the price turning above before 41 half or 33. Okay, should be your turning up thing, you know. Okay, so I think we should be seeing the price turning up before that. Let me double confirm. Okay, so we can go for a buy at 41 half or 45 okay, since your RSI and stochastic are pointing down, okay, we will see 50. So if you're buying at 50, we got to exit before 62. Okay, this is one. And another one is we can go for a sell at 68. Okay, let me see this. Okay, but overall, this cross, what we feel is we should see the price moving down a bit, but eventually should be turning up. Okay, eventually should be turning up. So how we can trade this is we can go for a buy, cautious buy at 50, exit before 58 or 61. Then we can go for a sell at 68. 68 or 70. That should be also a cautious sell. Okay, so okay, let's see what we have given. Not sure. Okay, I think we have given a buy call. Okay, buy call at 45. Okay, stop at 41, exit at 61. This is one lot expiry. I think maybe since we are giving a longer time, we will put it as 42. and 36, 60, 62, 62 half. Because since we are giving more time, so we might as well expect this price to come off. Then we can go for a sell above the current high, and this one I think we can exit before 55, because 53, 54 is the low. Okay, this one I think we can afford to go one lot, and this is until 5 p.m. Okay, then we can go for a buy and hold at okay. So the one we will try to go for a buy and hold near the previous low, which is 2736. Okay, and this one we will try to put at 32, and this is we can hold for higher price, which is maybe for a time being we'll put it as 72, which is today's high. So if it's later on, if we might need to do the adjustments, then we will try to do it. But of course, I think the price should be turning up. Okay, turning up before that, because this is just correction on the hourly and not correction on the daily. So if it's correction down on the daily, then we may see the price moving towards 2715 or even 2689, which is your previous week low. So until then, I think we can be a bit cautious on this, and let's play the game in a very cautious manner. Okay, I think that's about it. Overall, for this week, this is what we expect. For those of you who came in late, okay, I just repeat. Okay, the key data by which we are expecting for this week is tomorrow morning we have a Swiss chairman, SNB chairman giving a talk. Then we have consumer confidence is not that much of a thing. Then we have Wednesday, we have Australian CPI and Canadian rate announcement. So this too is very important. And also the governor, BOE governor speaking also, sometimes he might give a clue. Of course, the major data is the Fed funds rate, which is Thursday early in the morning. And if they maintain as it is, then everything should be moving as expected. But on the other hand, if let's say they decide to cut, because definitely they are not going to raise, but if they decide to cut, then we might see a big movement on the gold and the dollar weakness. So this is where we got to be very careful on Thursday's data. Okay, then also we have a Thursday, we have from the euro, which is they are reducing it by 0.25%, and this is also 2.9. Of course, the same thing happens, like for instance, if let's say they are expected to reduce and they don't reduce, they just maintain, then the euro dollar would strengthen. Okay, so I hope, I don't think we'll be getting any surprises this week, but we still have to play the game by the rules, and what the market is giving us, we just have to pay attention and do it. Okay, then finally Friday we have Canadian GDP and PCE price index from the US. So there's a lot of US data we have to digest this week. The market has to digest. So just be careful and pay attention. And this week I think we'll be doing a lot of news trading as well, because the market, there's a lot of data that is been coming out. Okay, so with that, I conclude this session, and looking forward to see you again another 4 hours time. And if there is any changes, then we will give you an update. For those of you, again, once again, if you're coming first time, okay, our system is a very unique system, and we have been doing this R&D for more than 25 years, and now we are sharing it with the public. So this is very user friendly, and I mean, you can decide without looking at the chart. So that is the most important thing that you can do on this system, which helps you to cut all your emotions. Okay, because the moment once you look at the chart, there's a lot of emotions that comes into play, and we get ourselves caught unnecessarily. So that is about it. Okay. So once again, thank you for coming. Looking forward to see you again.